Hey everyone, Kenny Tony coming at you today with this quick video. So what we're going to do is get it started and get it rolling. Tell you what we've gotten done to the LTR 450 2007 since we've got it purchased. So basically we got the LTR 2007 and we got two of these as in a package deal and a project. We got one sitting here before you. It didn't look like this when we got it. And we have the other one sitting there behind you. We're not even going to really talk about that one in this video. But on this one here, what we're going to do is just talk about the progress that we've made to it. We basically have gotten it back to where the shocks are back on, the A-arms are done, the frame's done. We have the frame painted like a Toyota blue. It has metallic in it. It looks really good. And it's clear coated with a two-part clear and hardener, which is just like what your car would be cleared with. So this isn't going to hold up like powder coat. I'm not trying to act as if it's going to. However, it's going to be far superior to any kind of rattle can you've ever seen. So we expected some rain to come through last night, so the motor is covered up with a trash bag, and I'm going to go ahead and take that off. We have the case sides powder coated. Here we have the valve cover powder coated black, and on the other side powder coated. But what I'm hoping to get done today is the steering stem put in, and then the steering hardware like the tie rod ends. And once we get that done, the brake lines are going to be simple to just get there installed. And then I'm going to take the front tires off the old LTR and put them on this one. So my goal is to try to get this back to looking kind of factory-ish and not all built and crazy. So that's what we're going to work on getting done today. We're going to see how that gets us and where that takes us to. Get the camera flipped and we can get up close look of what everything looks like. All right, everyone, here it is. I think it looks absolutely great. So they said don't make any of this little smudge and stuff you see on here get you off. This is just handprints and some oil and stuff like that. Nothing insane, but the frame looks really good, really blue. It looks great. So with the powder coating of the motors on the top, the covers and sides, we did use the Scotch-Brite wheels and then clean that motor part up. So the parts that you see that are still in here, this is going to be red, that's going to be red. We're going to do the windows on these sides over here red. I think I want to take the springs off and repowder coat those. I mean, I might not. I really don't know if I have to. I might just leave them how they are, get them put back together. It is a little off cattywomp, as you can see, but the reason being is because I'm waiting on one of the bearings to put back in here. And yes, this has bearings, not just shocks and not just rubber garments and bushings. So I'm waiting on one of the bearings in the mail. Once we get that bearing in, I'll be able to get that closed up. But if I'm already powder coating red, I might just go ahead and sandblast those, clean them up so that they look real good, and get those put on. We haven't worked on any of the rear swing arm yet, so I'm not really focused so much on it. We'll work on that here in a bit. I mean, all in all, I can get everything back on the front and then get the machine and see if we can try to get it started and turned over. So we have, like I said, the other LTR sitting there in the back and the YFZ. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to do like a opposite track, so like a lime green over here and then like a blaze orange, black graphics over there. But we're going to take these wheels here and put them on there. But overall, this is what we got going for right now, and we are going to get some more parts put on, see if we can make it look a little bit better. All right, so while we're waiting, what we're going to go ahead and do, I went ahead and pulled out the steering stem bushing that goes down here. It was pretty simple. It's just pressed in there with like a nylon spacer and things. But the new one we got came from Pivot Works. Steering stem bearing. It doesn't seem to be anything crazy. So it looks like what happened was this washer here kind of rotted out or came out and caused the steering stem to have some play in it. So what we're going to do is just get the other one down in there, tap it in real good, and get it secured. And once the steering stem comes out of the oven from the powder, we'll slide that in, tap it into place, get the bushings up here on top, get the bottom secured, and then look at installing tie rod ends. So here we are with the other one, as you can see. So that one has like a full washer in there to where this one does not. So just have a little bit more tolerance, keeps it nice and tight in there. So we're going to go ahead and get it down in there and peck it in place. So there we go. It'll sit right in there. Get a little bit of lube on there. Alright, so I use my knife to make a little bevel on the top, if you can see if that helps me get it started down in there. But hopefully it's not too big of a challenge to get in. I'm just trying to, basically the bigger challenge is going to be getting it in without messing up my let me go get me a couple more extensions. So we have a couple more extensions. Got it down here the length of where the steering stem comes through. Alright, so that doesn't really move anymore, so that's in there snug. And that's it. It should take up to play. The other one, the steering stem should slide down in there and be good. We're going to figure that out in a bit. Alright everyone, so the day did move along really fast today. It's getting kind of a little dark out here. And as you can see by the as you can see by the ground and things, it did rain, so we did cover the motor back up. But we got a good bit of work done, and I'm just going to show you what we've gotten done, where we're at today with this project, and hopefully what we're going to be looking at getting done tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and uncover the motor up. We're going to cover it back up, and once again walk around, talk about our plans. All right, so here we are with the LTR 450. I did not get in around to getting any of the red powder coated today, but I did get some black. So as you see here, in the last video, I did show that this wheel bearing was shot, so we got that wheel bearing replaced. Didn't think it was worth showing on camera or anything, but basically, you just took this nut off, that hub slid off, and I used a large, half-inch drive, beat the first one through, and then flipped it around backwards, and then beat the other one out, and then just used my C-clamp and clamped the other ones back in there. So that's officially done. We got the tie rods powder coated black, the hardware black as well, tie rods back in there. We got the linkage in, so this is the play in the linkage. Non-existent. It is pretty tight right now, but I do have it lubed up, so hopefully it'll loosen up a good bit. I'm going to, I think, re-powder coat these shocks. I mean, you see they're kind of beat up, some of the areas. Steering stem has been powder coated black. It's straight with no issues. Went ahead and put the clamp back on, got the brake lines re-ran to where they belong, or where they came from factory. Hubs and everything are on there, so it does spin as it should. I'm just going to show you a couple of the parts that we got in the mail, and maybe we can get close to concluding this video. Well, first I want to show you these pieces. These are going to get red, as well as that oil cap cover. It's going to be all red here. There's a couple of the black parts that I've gotten done over here. So we got the, like that bracket on the side of the motor. Got the headlight bracketry. We got the rear end bracketry and things right here. The headlight mount. The thumb throttle. Got the motor mounts blasted. Got the hardware cleaned up. So I'm just getting parts powder coated and cleaned and be put right here on this part of the table. But we got as well these that I need to put in there with some red thread lock. These I gotta get put in there with some red thread lock. They have like an Allen head on them, so you can tighten these down, and these are the new exhaust bolts. We'll just take them out there and see how we're going to get those on real quick. Just make sure they're going to thread in there nice. Oh yeah, those are going to go in with zilch problem. I'm going to use thread red Loctite on there. Oh yeah, those are going to go in. I use the same type over here on the YFZ. I don't know if you can see up in there, but that's what these right here are. I got a bit of rust right here. I want to see what that is. Get that cleaned out. But yeah, that's where we are right now. So in the next video, what I plan on getting done is, as soon as I can get that bearing, we'll get this whole front end re-secured and tightened down, and then that will be completely done. The swing arm is going to get powder coated silver and come out. I mean, I might do something different, maybe some red, I don't know. Overall, we're getting close to getting this front end completely buttoned up. Those wheels right over here are the ones that's going to go on them. So if you can see, these are how they look. These are some that I powder coated recently. So I might powder coat these to just get them a nice cleaner look to them. Keep those same wheels and tires on there. And then get this machine together. Alright, so we're going to be wrapping this video up. I'm going to be getting all my tools and everything put away. But this is the baby that we got working on right now. Got the RMZ sitting back here, my boy's YZ250F. We're going to get this up and done here soon. Hopefully we get the front done. And I can just hoist that back end up and kind of direct it to where I want to go. But overall, this project is moving along. Looks a lot better than what it did when I first got it. And make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Share this video if you like my content. And if you don't, let me know in the comment section what I'm doing to make you, what I could do to get you to like it. Or let me know what you hate about it, either or. And if you do like the content, let me know in the comment section what you think I should do different to these machines, and we'll get it rolling from there.